So hi guys, I think I'm online. Yeah, it's always tricky. So yeah, welcome and happy to see you. Yeah, it's been quite a while since the last Q&A, and this time we are very much prepared. So yeah, because last time was the wallet launch with the whole group, so it was really nice. I will dive into some questions. Of course, we have prepared some community questions, and also tell you about a lot of new updates. And because the attention span is always very high in the beginning, let me just quickly tell you what we will discuss here. So first of all, we will have news around the Naga card, the update. I will tell you a bit about the Naga wallet, also about the plans to open new markets. This will be also very interesting. And of course, with the Naga trader, what is new. And I have basically prepared something here from my side. So not to bore you this time very much, because some Q&As tend to be too long. And then I will jump into the questions that are being asked on YouTube. So first of all, Naga card update. So yes, it was a struggle with MasterCard in general, and the time that when we kind of launched and announced the card, it was a bit rough, because there was this wave crest thing, and a general perception in the market was that all the crypto cards or whatsoever is something very bad. And actually, we are not a real crypto card, so this was basically a bit miscommunicated. However, we were working on a different solution. It will be just the Naga card. It is for the trading application. Not much will change from the logic, so it will be fine. And to give you a timeline, we will most likely ship the first cards in 6 to 8 weeks. Yeah, so we had all the signups, and we will most likely ask to opt in again. There's this GDPR thing coming as well, so you might be asked again. Some overhead on the typing in the forms, but I think it's worth it. And yeah, there will be also multiple account types that we will offer. So the card colors will change. So you can have a black card, you can have a red card, you can have a blue or green card or platinum card. So we will kind of have a bit more varieties, but this is the first information we can give you. And I think it's something very nice. And of course, I mean, I have the Naga card with me, that I showed some months ago. And of course, we wanted to have it earlier. Of course, we were upset because it was completely, compared to the other crypto card services, which was entirely wrong. But what can you do if the public perception is in that way? And people just, they do it out of protectism, so they just don't want to get into that game or any risk. I understand it. Of course, we worked also very hard on the API integrations and launching it, etc., connecting it to the system. So it was lots of work, which was kind of lost. But yeah, we worked still hard, and you've seen some announcements in the past. So in general, everything is moving fine. So I'm pretty happy about this. And just taking here my notes. And then the next thing that will come, and this is being done in this week, guys, it is we will release 180 new countries, approximately 180, for our service. So in general, some people could not open up a demo account at NagaTrader. Some of them could not upgrade to a live account because it always said your country is not supported. We've worked over 7-8 months on this in general. Of course, if you build a global company, you do not want to just offer it to 40 countries or something like that. It just naturally limits your business. It limits your marketing efforts. Conversion rates are worse. You have so-called more convergency loss. That means when I target 100 people, I can only onboard for 48 by nature, just as an example, or better to say, if I have 200 50 countries, I can only onboard 20%, which is really, really bad. Yeah. So this is kind of the thing that that really was keeping us busy, and we solved it. So most likely there will be an announcement on Telegram, on Twitter, etc. When this is live. But it looks very, very nice. We just flattened out the last kind of bugs because obviously we had to change some things in the user interface. But yeah, the Naga Trader and the Naga offering basically to trade stocks will be expanded to over 220 countries. So it's absolutely amazing, and we are very, very happy about this. What about block countries? Yeah, block countries remain countries such as USA, because of the different regulation, especially for Forex CFDs and stock trading. Then Canada will be still remaining blocked. There we work on a different solution. I know the Canadians are suffering when it comes to overseas services a lot. That's not on us, so but we will work on this. Then South Africa needs a specific license, which we will also work on. As you know, we went into the partnership with MyBucks. They're actually sitting in South Africa, so this is a very good thing for us. This is also amongst, and then you have Iraq or Syria or something where they have different problems than to trade on the stock market, right? So these are also blocked. A detailed list with which countries are enabled and which countries are remaining kind of blocked by regulation, which will be also published this week, most likely in a Medium article, or I will speak to the team what is the most convenient source for you guys, so you can always find it and there will be no confusion around that topic. So it's very, very important. Yeah. And then we have also, in addition to the Naga wallet, Ripple is coming. So Dennis, our database admin, with Igor, our crypto brain, they've been developing now over the last weeks the Ripple integration. You know, Ripple is a bit specific. With you need, for example, a destination tag if you deposit cash, and it's just a bit, you know, from the setup a bit different, but it will be coming also this week. So this will be also announced that Ripple deposits will be coming. Quite exciting, I think. And also a very nice service offering, right? So I'm very happy about this, and also for the future projects you'll see we'll add much more in terms of supported major coins, except the Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum Dash, and Litecoin or ERC20. So now Ripple, also NEM will be supported, etc. So we'll be sticking to the roadmap internally to expand the offering and to have you more coins in the Naga wallet. Also in the Naga wallet, yes, there were some problems with email services, not being sent out, etc. But the Naga wallet itself has an error rate of 0%. No coins lost, nothing happened, everything is fine, everything is safe. So there were sometimes maybe there was not enough gas on the major wallets because there was lots of activity. So we were also learning a bit, but the funds in general will also be were always kind of safe. Yeah, and then also one thing, I will be next week, oh no, this week, sorry, in Vienna. I will be at the We Are Developers conference. It has like 8,000 or 9,000 attendees, so it's huge, right? It's a developers conference, and I will be there in a panel speaking. So this is really cool. So if somebody's in Vienna, you can catch up and meet me there. And I think it's a super good conference, and I will be looking forward to be there. And I'm there, and you can speak to me easily. I was also with Yassin. We were on the Icon Summit organized by Jakub Brahimov last week. So it was very nice there in Limassol in Cyprus. So I'm also currently, maybe you see again, in Limassol, my new home actually. So I'm now here, and it was very, very nice at the conference. We made lots of contacts, and it was also nice to listen to Yassin's speech. We also have given a prize money to a very interesting ICO project called SafeIn. They offer you a KYC solution for once, so you can use it for all the services that requires KYC. So you might hear something in that direction from us. And yes, so this is about our kind of attendance at some conference. Of course, Consensus, we could have gone as well, but we are very busy still in building our things, and especially when it comes to two things. Number one is also the web trader. So we have this black web trader, and this web trader is a bit outdated. So Naga web trader will become a complete new setup, complete new code. Mid of June, we are releasing a brand new Naga web trader. It will be super fast, super easy, and super convenient. I'm very, very happy about this. So it's very exciting on our side, because we saw that people had issues with trades not showing up, or they had issues with kind of not closing the trades, stuff that should not happen. And this was code related, this was a bit service related, because we are doing a lot of things at the same time. So, it happens with speed that you like a rocket that loses sometimes parts if it's too fast. So we don't want to explode, right? So we're working on all ends to fix everything, but it's looking very, very nice. So in general, by mid of June, you have this new complete experience on the web trader. Also, first time then having a mobile web trader. People are asking me, how can you have such a big project and you could never have like a mobile web version of the trader? We started mobile first with the apps. That was our thing. And then we never basically, we never brought it in that kind of quality to web. We kind of made web just because we thought we have to do it, because we wanted to say, web is bad, we don't need web. However, most of the people still are on the web desktop, and you see also when you trade your cryptos, you're usually on web. Yeah, but this time, this Naga trader on web will be absolutely amazing. I will share some screenshots on Twitter, and also the team. It will be absolutely nice. We start with basic functionalities first, trading and copying, newsfeed, etc. So we'll have a gradual release, because I want you guys to see and also start trading on it. So on the old web trader, you will see a button, try the new web trader, and then you can trade very, very nicely with Naga. So that's very, very, very important. Yeah, and also I'm seeing a lot of questions now, because this is everything from my side. And maybe one small thing, which is very interesting information, Naga Exchange will be sooner than in the roadmap. That's what I want to say. It will be just there, so you will see. But that's quite amazing. So what I've seen so far, it's absolutely amazing, and we work hard for this. And I think the Naga Exchange it's a big thing. And also Yassin was speaking about it at the Icon Summit, but it will be pretty soon. So it's something super exciting. I mean, then we have our own trader. You can combine it with Exchange, and imagine you copy other people on their Bitcoin USD trades. I mean, that's something big, yeah. So anything that comes in that term will be also reported to you guys. But I'm very, very excited about this one. I think one of the most important things in our ecosystem, besides obviously the trader, which we put a lot of effort in, and we really wanted to achieve something on the mobile trading application side. Obviously, we saw that we had some bugs. That's why we always said, like, huge marketing cannot start if you have these kind of basic bugs. Yeah. So that's what we will kind of change now, and then we really go aggressive on that. But bear in mind, you never want to sell something to the masses which has obvious bugs. And obviously we had some things you reported in Telegram which I very much appreciated, and the team is working very hard to resolve them. It is not an easy application, not an e-commerce shop, or it's not just one platform. It's an ecosystem that kind of you need to do on all ends. So just that you understand this. Okay, so, and yeah, people also ask me about my back. Yeah, I'm working and standing. My team is sometimes a bit confused because I'm sitting here on the couch and working. So it's like people come in and it's like, oh, who's this guy? Random dude sitting there and and lying down and on the laptop. Yeah, I can. I don't usually sit, so I'm fine. I'm happy to stand. So thanks for asking. But it was quite rough. I couldn't work for 10 days, so that was something. But you know, when we run all fast, so my body said like rest a bit. Now I'm fine. I'll make some therapies. Half a year will be gone. Yeah. So yes, I also see a lot of questions about Binance or other exchanges. As you know, we have applied for several of them, also all the top 10 exchanges. Guys, it is a process. It is, you know, they have their own kind of reviews. What can I say? Of course, I don't understand it at some stage, you know, because this project is big. Obviously, we never pumped it like the other. So there were some projects who are obviously pumped, you know. It's more appreciated in this market than just honest work somehow. So I don't know. I think independency is the most important thing in this market, and good projects and good products, and some patience, of course, of the coin holders. I encourage everyone to still be patient. The company is very healthy. We're hiring more and more people. The products are becoming better and better. And I think at some stage, people just come to this world of Naga and everything just, you know, flows and makes sense. And until this moment, this is something very important. This is something where you know that you invested into something very, very good. It takes time. People compare the current UI, etc., everything to Facebook, Twitter, etc. But those companies have taken 8 to 10 years where they became really mass public. Just think about it. Have you been registered in Facebook 2005 or 6? No, right? So you've been maybe to 8 to 9 where it became like big, and there was stuff flattened out. And for me, it's the same with our platforms. Obviously, we have some issues. Obviously, things come. There will be integrated new and new and new. Whenever you do this, you need to have several iterations until it's good. This is what people need to understand when being part of technology, investing in technology. Software is never done. Never. I mean, you can do whatever. Sometimes it's like also everything worked for a year, suddenly it doesn't work. It's never done. It requires some patience. Most importantly is that there is a big team, all committed, working and understanding what they do. As long as you have this, everything can be fixed. Technology is nothing like hardware where you just have a release once a half a year or 1 year. You build it, you test, and then you release it. It's an ongoing process, and I'm pretty happy about this because it's dynamic. Of course, sometimes everybody gets upset, but yeah, that's normal. And for example, in technology, you can say I'm starting with a trader, I'm adding a wallet, and I'm adding an exchange. How cool is this, huh? So you have the whole ecosystem. You don't need to go to other platforms. Usually, you just stay with us. Stocks, CFDs, cryptos, physical cryptos. One platform, one account. That's it. That's what we said also during the ICO. If you maybe remember my interview, which I gave in November, one account. That's it. Yeah. So this is very important to trade everything. And imagine this requires a lot of time because you have usually build 3-4 companies in one. Yeah, and that's why in general I don't understand the exchanges where we applied. Sometimes some of them are just overloaded. But if they really look into details what projects are doing, or if they just don't know, have some other interests, I don't know. We'll stay patient, but we will not make our success dependent on a listing. If people say when Binance, or when whatever, they just hope that this solves everything. Of course, there are more users. Of course, it makes sense if you do this because you have like a marketing effect. However, it's still important that what you have and what you do is sustainable, because it doesn't make any sense if you're just part of a hype and then everything is gone. If you look at the .com bubble, there were also some companies not moving or being diligent and just, you know, working on it. Some of them hyped up and down, boom, they died. And the rest in the .com bubble just survived because they had sustainable, you know, assets, and were not only hyped and speculated. Yeah. Good. So let me go to some questions that have been prepared. So, okay. Yeah, on the Naga exchange, Naga card was one point which I wanted to repeat, is 6 to 8 weeks that it will be there. So it's nice. Naga exchange comes much earlier than on the roadmap. No details because we are not sure what date, but it's going very well. And if you look at the Naga wallet, it's kind of the exchange already, right, from the setup. And this is how it was built. So maybe somebody who's smart and in details looks what we've built and prepared there. So it's not far away. When will the promised marketing start? We're doing marketing. I mean, of course, Naga Coin, Naga Trader, etc., are specific marketing approaches. We're thinking when the big boom is the most valuable one. You know that there is also World Cup, World Championship. There's also something to consider because not everybody is kind of on their phone, especially not our target group. I think, especially with exchange, there will be some big marketing. And if we have the new web trader, then we are preparing also for the summer a lot of things. So yeah, stay tuned. I mean, we are very diligent with our investors' money, and we're building. We are kind of flattening everything out, and then for me, it's no way back. I mean, if you do it once, you cannot burn yourself in the public. You cannot be a platform that misses things. I mean, you should not be perfect because else you launch too late, right? So that's not good. But if there's something obvious, you have to wait. I mean, you have to wait. You have to fix it. If people say, "I don't understand how to open this, how to open that," it's a problem. And I wanted to show you something because the team is working very hard at the moment to make trading a bit easier. So on the new Naga Trader, which will be released also on Apple, we have now this very nice day mode. Yeah, so this is also very, very cool. And let me just check here. And what we will do now is that we have a new UI. So basically, you can see this, right? So this is kind of the new UI, and it shows you spent in dollars or how many units you want to buy, for example. So it's much, much easier. And it also shows you how much money you use or of your capital, so you have better control. So this is something very, very nice. And if you want to create a pending order, you just say buy at specific price. So it's very easy. We worked really hard on this. I just think about it because it's not easy to have all this logic, pending trades and market trades in one single screen with the charts, live updating, etc. And this per instrument. So I'm very proud. I'm very proud of the iOS and Android team of Jenan, our tech lead in this product lead. I mean, it's a lot of work, and they changed the open screen the 5th time. So it was quite hard, yeah. But for us, it is a result of a lot of customer feedback. So just have a look here. It's really nice. It's really, really nice. So it's very, very cool from this side. Also, we have a new team when it comes to marketing. We have a new content team, which you have very nice news you can see, yeah. And if I tap on these news, I can directly kind of read something new about fund stocks and trade them, right? So it's really cool. So I can just say I want to trade Facebook. So I didn't have something I was reading. Facebook was cool, and then I can directly trade Facebook. How cool is this, huh? So out of the news, I can right away trade Facebook. Also, we have made the newsfeed a bit better, so it's more current, more actual, and so you have basically here, you see who traded what, and you can directly tap on trade, and it opens directly the symbol. So you have this inspiration directly from the community, which is very, very cool. And also we released an ad service. Maybe it reminds you of Facebook, right? The feed now. So we can market content. We can market other ICOs, for example, which is also important to know because, you know, Facebook, etc., they are kind of blocking things. So it's a very nice opportunity. and you know, you have here kind of the news. So it's really like a Facebook for stock trading, and it will be a Facebook for crypto trading as well. So it's something very, very exciting. Yeah, and we are moving very tough on that timeline. Also, we have improved our news feed, our trade feed. Yeah, so there are better traders now in general. They are making better performance. Our algorithm was also shaped a bit more, and yeah, this is the most important thing around the latest changes in the app. So this is kind of the thing. Okay, so details about number of locked tokens and date of unlock. The users are afraid that people dump. So the official unlock is 6 months after ICO. So ICO was in December. So if we calculate it correctly, 15th December should be 15th of June. This is kind of the unlock date. Obviously, what we know from our people and from everyone we work with and who is advising us, that they stay because they see the long-term vision. Obviously, the price at the moment is, you know, nothing very attractive in general. I mean, everybody knows that we have much more potential than this market cap. I'm looking more at the market cap. I'm not looking at the price itself. I mean, of course, it correlates, but the market cap shows you a lot. And if I look at the company with 220 million euros on the stock exchange, coin price eventually is something that should be appreciated a bit more by the people, but we'll be patient, and everybody who was holding will see that it made sense, what I said. So this is kind of very, very important. Also, yeah, with the new markets that I mentioned at the beginning, so just as in base info, we will have 180 new countries, which will be kind of released for the Naga trader, which will increase our offering, is also something very, very important. And so the unlock period is, or lock-up period is 15th of June. We are not afraid at all that there will be a dump. So I don't know. There shouldn't be anything. And I think the lock tokens are something like 5-7 million or something. And this is from people that we know. So this is kind of nothing that is a danger, because people are committed. As I said, project is young, and so everything is cool. Yeah, good. Then we will go to the next MyBucks partnership update. Yes, we are integrating. Obviously, we were very busy with the wallet. Because MyBucks will get the wallet. So what the concept about the MyBucks partnership is, their users in their MyBucks wallet will get our wallet. So they can directly sign up or connect. They will get the wallet service, and it's like a partnership white label, I would say. So it's good for us, for them as well. Many new users from African country, which I'm very excited about. Obviously, integrations in other platforms are always not the easiest ones, especially when you deal with client funds. So we'll update you when it's live, because there will be a huge impact on the holder structure, token holder structure. And yeah, this is basically update. Ontology partnership update is also something very, very cool. I mean, Ontology, we just had some chat also with our main investors, and we know we have Chinese kind of connections. So we were talking, we agreed on something, and we will also update you mutually what we'll do together. I'm very happy about it, that we have also more recognition in the Asian market. And obviously we have a real use case and a real utility token. So we want to help Ontology here in Europe, and they will help us in Asia with various things, right? It might be on marketing, on placements. You know, there are many things that they can kind of help us and introduce us. So it's very, very important for us to have this partnership, and we are very proud, because Ontology is a big project, and it's also connected to NEO. Da Huifeng is also someone who's behind Ontology, and you know, he's a big guy in the cryptocurrency world. So good pick, good partnership, and there will be a lot of things coming, very fresh. But you saw the price had some impact already, so also we had a bit more new token holders because of this. So very, very cool. And yeah, and any thoughts I have about future partnerships? Yeah, of course. I mean, look, guys, the more we grow, the more things we build, the more interesting we are for strategic partners, for other platforms who want to expand their business offering. I always said 2018 is the year where lots of ICOs will kind of die out, or or current projects will not deliver. Those who deliver will be important and interesting for institutional partners. So maybe other big banks or maybe other finance companies who just maybe want to have some more speed and get into the market and partner up with companies who have some expertise. So this is us. And there's a lot of things in the pipeline. And once ever we release something, we'll let you know. But it's a very nice deal flow at the moment, and we're very happy about it. Very, very healthy again, business, and very, very happy about the general kind of performance of the business part and of the technology part. Obviously, marketing, we need to improve. I fully agree, and I admit, and we will. But once again, this small disclaimer, I don't want to market something that is kind of, too obviously like making stress on people, especially, it's financial products. And if you look at the whole platform, it requires a good user experience, a good onboarding, a good communication, good support, good sales. It's not like you just put a website on and the clients come to make money. This is not how it works, especially in our world, in this complete stock trading, Forex, CFD, crypto world. You need to take care of the clients. How often you look at some exchanges or crypto services, no one responding, etc. We are working on this. We had also a phase where we were a bit overwhelmed already by people. So we have to step up. And if you staff people, you need a specific time to get them, to find them, onboard them, train them. You don't want to chat with someone who's just one day there and says, "Oh, I'm sorry, I cannot tell you what happened to your tokens, etc." You don't want to have this experience, right? So it's a process. That's why we're not stressed. It's a very natural thing. Obviously, some platforms did it faster because they had a specific setup in the beginning, or they have an easier approach. And of course, if I had just the NagaTrader as a concept or as a dev version, there are some coins launching DevNet, mainnet. I don't know if we just had the concept, of course, then I could sit there and make much better support and be cool. But it's important if you move into production. It's important if you can make transactions. It's important if you have real clients, if you deal with funds. It's a totally different game, and it's more sustainable. That's what I always say. So that's very, very important. Yeah. So just in general, I repeat myself very often, but I just want to get people out who are just here for the short game and just speculating, just want to have some hype and pump and dump. Not with us, I'm sorry. Yeah, so basically that's one thing. People also asked us if in NagaTrader we'll have more integrations, for example, like tracking coins. Yes, of course. So obviously this is, but imagine where we will track it and where we get info from. We have an own exchange, everything is easier, right? So it will be completely interconnected. And obviously we want to give you the opportunity to use this tool as kind of trading, checking your portfolio. This will also lead into the Naga Wealth sector. So Naga Wealth, we will have ETF-based investment product. So people will be able to invest into something pre-designed. And, maybe we had a partnership, or we bought a stake in Easyfolio, which is kind of also like a digital fund manager. So this will be Naga Wealth, actually, like the whole concept. We're together with one of our first investors, Hauck & Aufhäuser, which is a bank from 1790 something. Sorry for the exact date, but it's 18th century. So it was very, very prestigious and old bank with heritage. So we will do this. And yeah, Naga Wealth is something very, very soon also on the roadmap. And I think it expands the offering for the people in terms of saying, okay, I have trading Forex, I have trading stocks, I can go into physical cryptos with the exchange, I can hold in the wallet, or I go and invest into structured products and have my portfolio managed. Because, we have the licensing for this. Many might not know, but we have a complete portfolio management license. So we'll have portfolios also managed for you guys. So your funds are kind of distributed, and you can make a full diversification with Naga Wealth. Naga Exchange, Naga Trader, and Naga Wallet. Cool, huh? So this is something really, really nice. Yeah, yeah, and then I will kind of check here some questions of the chat, because last time I was criticized. I remember when I was here that I didn't respond to any any questions which were asked on the chat. But I think all in all, I covered everything. There's somebody asking how safe the Naga wallet is from hackers. I said 0% error ratio. Of course, there are some of the times some DDoS attacks, you know, like in general on platforms, but we are very well prepared. We had also very nice penetration testing from a company that is associated a bit with us, and they are doing security for example, Spotify, yeah, or other big platforms. So we are well covered on this side. We are still working. We have also people in security working. Our blockchain services are like Fort Knox, I would say, not very easy accessible in general. So we took care. So I think it's pretty safe, yeah, and nothing happened so far, yeah. So and then I'm just checking here what we have, yeah. These things I just said, and maybe a general kind of update, because for people who joined a bit later, Naga Card 6 to 8 weeks. We were unhappy with what happened in the beginning, but we worked hard to have a solution. Naga Trader with many features will be released in the new update. You will get an email on this. Naga Trader has 180 new countries. Will also be released the list, so everybody can finally sign up and start trading. So you can open an NGC account, you can open a Euro account, you can open a dollar account. You can earn NGCs by getting copied worldwide now. It expands exactly the offerings. Like we got 5 times bigger now, you know. So it's great news. And obviously, after this Q&A, there will be a summary of the new things. And yes, exchange comes sooner than planned. Something very important for us. And Naga Wallet without any errors. Ripple is coming this week. So this is also very nice. So you can send, withdraw, and hold Ripple, and many other currencies to come in the near future as well. So that we are kind of all covered on this side, and that you know that we are all the time expanding our platform, and we want to have this kind of ecosystem approach. Yeah, and yeah, this is basically everything. I hope I didn't, you know, had the people too long on the chat, so that it's easier to kind of review later on the Q&A. And if there's something else, obviously we stick to the roadmap. We over-deliver the roadmap, not because we're bad in planning, just because we're all hungry and hot, I would say, to kind of fulfill this vision and to start this full-scale marketing. And we started with soccer. Maybe you saw also now that we were very famously in the newspapers, because we sponsored also Hamburger SV, which the first time after 56 or 57 years went to the second league. And then the banners in the background were with Naga. So we were right in a moment where there was some riots. So they said Naga is under fire. Gave us some exposure, gave us some new users. This is how it works. So this was also very nice. And in general, we will work on much more exposure, and be rest assured, as I said, software is never ready. We want to feel comfortable. We're not having a hidden agenda. We are there, we stay here, we have a long-term plan, long-term goals, and people who will watch this in some half a year will understand this very well. People who are greedy, people who don't believe, who want to just badmouth and fart, go. I'm happy. I mean, go and then go to other coins that are pumped and dumped and will disappear, because our coin will not, for sure. And it's much more about the whole ecosystem, and much more about investing into something that is real and it works, where people are behind, where teams are behind, from specific countries, specific backgrounds, and it works. So that's very important for us, and this is where we will invest into. We will not pump at all, we will not create some artificial hype. We will have progress and growth when we have the products ready, when everything works. It's very important. And this is something that we stand for. This is our principle. And despite all the critics that people had, that Naga is just, you know, hot air. No, we have fundamentally something. Our team is growing